But like Sneako, for example, you know this kid. He started out as like a really critical lib fan of Bernie Sanders.
Bro, when he was 13 years old, he had Call of Duty videos that we found where he was literally talking about like anti-interventionist strategies in Syria.
What happened to him? Did he lose brain
I'm not
cells?
even kidding, dude. Yeah.
I saw those, but like now he just seems way dumber, less sharp.
I think in a way he is very smart because I think I usually believe that a lot of content creators know exactly what they're doing when they portray themselves as like really stupid or really bigoted. I think they know. They're well aware of what they're doing. I think he's just like signaling to a broader audience, and he saw Andrew Tate's like skyrocket rise to fame. He probably had some personal motivations as well. He has talked about getting cucked and how that was like a defining moment for him. I think that probably played a role in his life where he like watched his girlfriend get bukkakied by 4 dudes at an orgy.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, he like no, I'm not making it up.
What?
Oh, you guys didn't know about this?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the H3H3 Productions crew knew about all this.
I'm not deep into Sneako lore.
None of us know much about Sneako at all.
I didn't either. And then my hive mind.
So that broke it.
Right.
Found
Wait,
all this stuff.
so was he a participant in the bukkake or?
No, he wasn't.
Oof.
From what I understand, he went to like multiple orgies. I think he was like in an open relationship, experimented. He seemed like he could have gone either way after that. He could have been like very confident about it, but he instead went like the manosphere red pill route. So I think there was like personal motivators as well that kind of played a role in his like radicalization, his short radicalization.
Wait, tell me more about the bukkake. You glossed over that.
Shouts out to Patrick CC, who, even though he said I played a role in Sneako's radicalization, and I disagree with him on that.
Yeah, come on. It's got to be a bukkake or something traumatic like that.
So I didn't really know much about Sneako other than like watching some of his like 1-minute podcast or whatever, like his like OG interviewing random people on the street shit that he was doing. And I always thought that there was like some sussy stuff there. Like he seemed like a big like free speech defends hate speech kind of guy. He basically was never this aggressively like right-wing manosphere pilled. You know what I mean? He was never this like red pilled, I guess, until Andrew Tate started popping off. And I think he saw that. He saw the success of Andrew Tate and he was like, oh, I could do this. This is easy as fuck.
Right.
And he probably also personally had some motivations as well. Like he personally believed some of that shit
stop.
Anyway.
Tell me about the bukkake. So they went to an orgy. Do you know for sure like a bunch of dudes finished on her face like that?
He literally talked about it. He openly like, this is information.
Can you find that?
This is information that you couldn't extract out of me in a black site. Okay, like the CIA could black bag me, put me in a fucking airplane, fly me out to Egypt, and I would not tell anyone, a soul.
Well,
okay?
it's part of his manosphere story. It's part of his journey.
But yeah, he just
wait. Oh yeah. So this is interesting. I was watching. Someone made a video about him, and then I saw him wearing an H3 shirt. That's
an L3 shirt.
Yeah, and then I saw he made this video about me. The thumbnail's so good. Can you pull up the thumbnail? But it's called Sneako reacts to H3 before he sold his soul. And then here, just listen to what he says here, because we're talking about the capacity for people to change. Is this the timestamp, baby? Because I can't see. You said it's at 30 seconds.
That's good. That's good. It's timestamp.
It's muted.
I can't fucking see, the camera's covering.
Safe space for anyone.
Wait, let me go back.
And have confrontation. You sit there and get fatter every single week.
Safe.
Again, it's like the same thing. It's like fat man bad. It's incredible that that's pretty much their only criticism of me. Fat man bad.
Yeah.
He got fat. He hates fat.
I think that's partially what like breaks a lot of their brains when it comes to me too, because it's like they're like, I can't say he's fat. So that's what
he's fat.
That's what they get mad at. It's like, bro, that's not the main thing here. You know what I mean? You shouldn't just worry about that. You know?
Yeah. He's fat. It's crazy, bro. I just went to a random spot in this video and he's talking about how I'm fat.
Space, because I promise you H3H3.
I mean, my wife hasn't been bukkake in front of me, so I have that going for me.
I didn't even give you the full details. I think you.
Why are you holding out?
Well, because you pulled the video.
Okay, so let me just do this.
Will never be a safe space for anyone.
What are you saying? I want to know.
I know. I got to go back.
God damn it!
Okay,
are just as true for them to unsub call us cucks, downvote the video. Just for the record, you guys on the right are just as triggered now as the people on the left. Everybody's fucking triggered. And what I don't know what kind of are you looking for a safe space, guys? Are you guys all looking for?
Yep. Bro, he just outlined his entire theme of the podcast. A safe space where you can't debate, where you can't have confrontation. You sit there and get fatter every single...
How's this a safe space, bro? Weird. Okay,
the,
but
the problem is like, arguing. The problem is like, they say this all the time, like, dude, debates are pseudo-intellectual sparring. It's you know, wrestling for weirdos who think like it's the primary form of showcasing your intellect or testing your mettle, testing the mettle of your you know, ideology or your beliefs in the marketplace of ideas. Like, no, it's just content, and it is just content, especially for a lot of these people who do end up debating one another and then become friends with one another. It's like, I think that's fucking gross. If you hate someone, what the fuck? If you hate their worldview, how the fuck are you gonna sit there and be homies with them? You know what I mean? Especially if they're like a Nazi or some shit. So
yeah, I mean, debating's more a test of your like verbal skills than a test
100%.
Because it's all about like, got you with this and what do you say? It's like, it's not really.
And I do it all the time, and I do it all the time. I don't like doing it. I think it's silly, and I think that the environment that it fosters is really toxic and not good for learning, not good for making better arguments, ironically, like educating people about your worldview.
But all that being true, I've had debates on this, so I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, let's get to the point.
Safe space, because I promise you H3H3 Productions will never be a safe space for anyone.
What?
For safe space, because I promise you H3H3 Productions will never be a safe space for anyone.
He's loving this, by the way. We're giving him so much. We're giving him so much attention.
It's fine. I don't care.
And cut through the bullshit and cut through political affiliation, because we'll speak our mind and cut through the bullshit and cut through political affiliation.
Why are people saying Jew?
They're saying that in the
his chat. Do you not see it?
Yep.
That's there you go, buddy. People that like
Jews,
people that do this kind of content and see like violent anti-Semitism, and they don't like do anything to.
I don't know what the
curtail
moderation
that.
tools are on YouTube. To be fair, I don't know how easy it is to moderate YouTube, but
the same. You just say you could, no. But these are your fans, bro. Does that not disturb you? But anyway.
Cut through political affiliation. Speak your mind.
W Crusaders? What the fuck? Why are they saying W Crusaders?
My point of showing this off is that this guy used to be a Bernie Sanders fan, and he's acting like a video from 7 years ago in my like enlightened centrist phase.
But you aren't even saying anything wrong. You're talking about how right wingers are also constantly looking for a safe space. No.
Yeah. No, I was, but he's also.
But
I've never
true.
claimed that this podcast is a safe space. But I think his point is, look how he's changed. He's a hypocrite. But this man changed in a different direction from being a Bernie Sanders supporter to being like whatever the fuck this is now, to his girlfriend getting bukkakied. That's not a political affiliation. I just want to remind him that happened. Not there's anything wrong with it if you're into it, but clearly it broke.
Sounds like he's not.
It broke him. Yeah, it broke.
He was conflicted about it, but it's like weird because I've said this before. I don't have an issue with this. I don't have an issue with repeating this, but like Sneako is unlike many of the other Manosphere guys. Like. Especially because he had like a shred of creativity in the beginning.
Right.
He's a creative dude. He's also an attractive dude, I think. People will not agree with me on this, but like I think he's like he's a good-looking guy. He could have just as well, if he had like a better personality, if he didn't like go down this like weird radicalization path, like he could have been like a normal content creator. He could have gotten the bag with the Mr. Beast stuff instead of trying to expose Mr. Beast. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there were a couple different turning points in his career. It seems like after watching that Patrick CC video, like there were a couple different turning points in his career that basically got him to this point. You can still change your path, my friend. But
changing, in his opinion, is change equals hypocrisy, which is weird. I always say that conservatives they don't believe in change, which is a weird thing. I mean, normal human beings.
No,
are
they love
to
it.
change
They love it. They love it when Dave Rubin changed his politics. They love it when Sneako changed his politics.
Anyway, I want to show this thumbnail. Look at this. Before and after. Yes. A glowing legend. And now a fucking demon Zombie, and Sneako, of course, glowing angelically, just like his girlfriend's face after getting 5 bukakis on it. I'm just saying.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. With respect to that, so he had like a relatively open relationship. It seems like from his he mentioned it. He had an open relationship, kind of. They went to orgies together. She wanted to go to orgies, and like he
pushed for it.
He makes it seem like she pushed for it, but I think he probably was into it, and I think he still is into it because like they went to 2 orgies in one night.
Oh, like, that's disgusting. I'm sorry.
How the fuck do you know? How do you know 2 different orgies happening?
I'm sorry, but
they're on the mailing list.
Look, there's nothing wrong with going to orgies and free sex and all that and having fun if that's your cup of tea. Great. 2 orgies in one night. That's it. I got to draw the line. That's too much.
Too many orgies,
that's
man.
Too much, bro.
Too many.
That's too much, dude. You gotta chill. So keep going. Tell me more.
Yeah, that's what he said. So, you know, he said basically that watching his girlfriend get fucked by another dude was similar to like getting robbed. Like he felt like that was a similar experience to him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he also went to like multiple orgies after that.
Probably, right?
Yeah, they stayed there. They kept doing it. You know, and then they went to another orgy. They went to 2 orgies in one night or whatever. And he made it seem like that was like a defining moment for him. And that really changed his perspective, which is weird because like you could have been like, I didn't like this experience. I don't want to do this anymore. And then been a healthy person. Or you could have been like, I like this experience and, you know, I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I'm going to continue doing it and be a healthy person. It's just a matter of like confidence versus insecurity. And then the way you carry yourself through these sorts of interactions. And I think that's the defining strategy of...
Wait, well, hold on.
That's the defining strategy of like a lot of the Manosphere content creators is that they just basically use their insecurity as a selling point to attract a gigantic audience of also very insecure, if not more insecure men.
They don't see that about themselves.
Yeah. It's very weird. They think that like...
But it's so obvious.
The fake it till you make it, over-the-top confidence that they present themselves, or over-the-top masculinity that they present is like an adequate way to overcome the insecure allegations, which you're not beating those, I think.
And yeah, I mean, Andrew Tate, if you look up to this guy, and I know Sneako does because I watched this video about him, he is a deeply, deeply unsolvably insecure man. I mean, clearly just damaged man from the bottom of his soul. But you say he saw someone have sex with his girlfriend. Did he, in fact, was there a bukkake on her face?
He said there were 4 dicks.
4 dicks,
all pointed at her girlfriend's face, at his girlfriend's face.
Oh, that's okay. But so that's a lot to take in if that's not something that you're ready for.
Yeah,
I think it broke him.
But I think he literally. But I think he did end up like it could have been so wonderful. Like he could have just literally been like, there are 2 ways out of this. Could have been like, I didn't like it. I realized it's not for me, and I want to maintain like a monogamous relationship. Don't even know if it's possible after that to continue being in a monogamous relationship with that same person. Maybe it is. I don't know. Or you could have just been like, this is something that I'm into. I like it. And just been normal about it. You know what I mean? And promoted it and been like, it's not for everybody. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't personally care. I get to fuck all these other girls. Like, you know what I mean? I'm into it. I like it.
It sounds usually.